Food shortages. Russia, Ukraine, the US. Let's talk about stacking it to the rafters. Stick around. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Survival. Thank you very much for tuning in. So as you can see, I have quite a bit of stockpile here. I did go out and get more canned goods, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But if you really want to support this channel, like, subscribe, share this information with everybody. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and the little bell icon. Also, if you want to be a Patreon member, become a Patreon member. It'll cost you $1 a month. And you'll see all these videos, including this one, earlier. You don't have to wait for the weekly update. You can binge watch all you want. Also, don't forget to go to threeriverblades.com if you want an awesome hand custom knife made by me. Or Three River Kydex if you need a holster or a mag pouch. I'll gladly make that for you and send it to you as soon as possible. So I'll put all the links down below, guys. Check out the Amazon store, all that good stuff. And I really appreciate your support. So let's get started.
With regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, for example, just to give you one example.
So we all know that Biden's kind of an idiot, right? Like there's nothing to discuss. He's just really bad at his job. I don't really want to get into politics. This is not a politics channel at all. But honestly, he's led us down this road. So what do we have? We have gas prices through the roof, housing prices through the roof. We can't even afford groceries anymore. They're going through the roof. He just got on and, as you saw in that video clip, said that food shortages are coming. So when an idiot tells you food shortages are coming, now what are you going to do? Now, if you're like me and you have prepared quite a bit of food set aside and you've been doing it for quite some time, you're probably going to be okay. But let's just knock it down to the basics. Here's what we got. We got Ukraine and Russia battling it out. Now, food prices, gas prices have already been shooting up there anyway, but that's a different reason. But let's not forget, Russia is the #1 exporter of fertilizer. Fertilizer helps grow food. Nobody can say that that doesn't happen, all right? We do make our own fertilizer, but we don't make enough for the world's population, and we kind of import that stuff. Now that we have sanctions against Russia and a couple of countries, the sanctions are really messing us up. So we can't get fertilizer, we can't grow food as fast as we can or we used to. So now we're going to cut back on that, right? Also, the farmers aren't getting their fertilizer. If they have to import it, make it, whatever, it's just not doing very well. So that's #1, right? #2, and I'm checking my notes here just so I'm sure. Ukraine is 90% of the wheat export. So wheat, like your cereals, your breads, your maize, which is corn, all that stuff, grains, all that stuff gets exported from the Ukraine. Obviously, that's not happening anymore because they're in the middle of a war. All right, so all that stuff if you can get it, it's going to skyrocket. All right, prices on breads, corns, wheats, all that kind of stuff is going to skyrocket. So you better stock up now. And let's talk about the U.S., the good old U.S. of A. I love America. God bless America. But we got an idiot in office that's running our business to the ground. So let's talk about fuel. So here's the problem. We have a pipeline that we can open up, and Biden shut it down because he's a moron. So he shut it down and we import all our fuel. If we import all our fuel, then the prices are governed not by us, but by the cost of the barrel, etc., from Saudi Arabia or wherever the hell we're buying it from, okay? I'm not going to get into a big discussion, but the bottom line is that we are purchasing fuel, which is causing all this problem. Planes, trains, and automobiles or trucks ship our food. You need fuel to have equipment run. To produce food, to butcher food, to transport food. None of that's going to happen if the fuel prices are so high. Now, we also have inflation. Why? Because the US dollar is taking a hit because of all the things that this idiot's doing in the presidency. So, that being said, what do we need to do? Right here is what we need to do. If you haven't already done it, this is what you need to do. Start stocking up on canned goods, canned goods, canned goods. I said it 3 times because I think it's very, very important. Some of the things that you're gonna have to do is stack it to the rafters as soon as possible. You are already too late if you are trying to hoard food. The grocery stores are starting to get bare. Shelves are going to get empty. If there's something that you like, you better go buy it now. So let's just take this for instance. This is Starkist Chunk Light. This is in oil. The oil seems to be a little bit cheaper. The water's going to be a little bit more expensive. I saw one of these in water for $3. $3 for a 5-ounce can. That's absolutely absurd. Again, you guys know my Amazon trick. I already taught it to you. I got this for 89 cents. So from 89 cents, or you used to be able to get them for $1 a piece, even in water, now it's triple the cost, all right? These are still cheap Vienna sausage. I don't want to live a life around Vienna sausage, but these things are pretty shelf stable. They will last a very, very long time. They're small. They come in, I think, 5 or 6 packets, and it's usually just basically potted meats. Expiration on this is a very, very long time, so I would suggest it does have a high sodium and fat content, but again, it's better than starving, so I would definitely recommend that. Any type of canned hams, if you can buy these for cheap, buy them for cheap now. I will say that Spam and all of these meats are going up in price. They used to be a lot cheaper. They are no longer cheap. They're like $5, $6 a can now. That's crazy, right? So buy these cans. I think Dak also has it. If you can get these, the chilies with the beef inside, get the chilies with the beef inside, beef and beans. And again, if you're a vegetarian, I don't know what to tell you. You can eat protein or plant-based proteins such as beans. That will work as well, but it's not going to replace meat, okay? Also, corned beef, any type of corned beef that you see here. Again, this can right here, these corned beef by Libby's. These are over $4 now, okay? I just bought this because I kind of like the taste, but corned beef is going higher and higher and higher. You could also do the old Amore treat, or what I would say is the fake Spam or whatever. They're basically the same, but it's canned ham or ham type product, all right? So again, high in protein, high in fat, high in salt. Again, if you're on a very low salt diet, that's probably not going to work for you, but it's better than starving. And again, we're talking about not eating this every single day. So I would supplement this with maybe some rice, maybe some fruit. Get your canned fruit and a little bit of vegetables. All right, don't add any more salt in there. It's already in there for you. Okay, I have a couple condiments as well. Like I'm a big fan of Frank's hot red sauce. I put that shit on everything, right? Also, this is sriracha, really good stuff, and Tabasco, whatever. So that is very high salt content as well. But what I learned in the military is that Tabasco will make everything and anything that is rancid and nasty taste like Tabasco. So it's not so bad. This is a 6-can. I bought this one on Amazon as well. Chicken breast and water, 12-ounce cans. I used to get these for about $13. They are now $23. All right. So a lot of chicken in here, a lot of protein. Used to be $12, $13 shipped. Now it's $23. All right. So again, if you check your local grocery market and you find something that's on sale and you know that you can actually get some of this stuff on the cheap, then go ahead and buy it. I will reference my Amazon cans video. I'm wearing actually the same shirt. It's pretty funny. So why beef? Why meats? Why canned food? Canned food will last indefinitely. That means that even though there's an expiration date on these cans, you can eat it even after the expiration date. It might not look good, it might not taste good, but it is safe to eat. Now, if you get a can that is dented, that smells funny, that's rancid, or that has rust on the bottom, do not eat that. Throw that out. That is no longer good. What I'm talking about is stacking all your canned foods as high as you can, as deep as you can. for as much money that you have. Now, I'm not saying blow your whole entire paycheck, but at least start stockpiling. What this is going to do is, for an emergency, you have your food. If you lose your job, you have your food. If you can't afford food, you have your food. All right. Do you understand why I think it's very important to start stockpiling now? It's really necessary as Americans to make sure that you have preparations for your families. All right, guys, that's about it. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Put some comments down below. I'm sure I made a mistake, and people always like to correct me on the internet, so you can put that information down below. Go to threeriverblades.com. Go to threeriverkydex.com. Also, check out my Amazon store. I will have a lot of these products already listed for you. And as always, guys, please stay safe.